Should be a quick one today. Let's talk about Circus Maximus. Just got released on YouTube. I'm gonna go out on a limb and just say this right now. This should not have been put on YouTube for free. I feel bad for every single one of y'all who bought a ticket to watch this. If you got a shirt, okay, maybe you'd feel better about it. But personally, I didn't watch it in the movie theater. I'm glad I didn't because it's on YouTube for free. Like, could we have at least put it on maybe a streaming service? I just want to get that out of the way. I guess maybe some Travis Scott fans will say, well, at least we got to experience the movie in the theater. But calling this a movie is a bit of an exaggeration, let's be real. Again, I didn't see it in the movie theater, but I just finished watching it. You know, okay, let's talk about what I do enjoy about it. I do like the Rick Rubin interview. I thought that was really cool how he would kind of ask him a question about Utopia. After each question was a little visual and a song that kind of played after each question. I thought that was really cool. Some of the visuals are really cool. You've got, like, my favorite visual on the whole thing is the first time Sirens is played. You've got that visual of, you know, looking up out of the hole and then Travis kind of like, and it's like 1,000 people climbing up to the hole and they're all climbing on top of each other and they're in a stadium and you know, the little girl or whatever finally makes it out of the hole. I thought that was a cool visual. I think, you know, for the first half of the movie, if you really enjoy those songs, the visuals will enhance them, will make it better. But after those first little 5 songs, we kind of get, you know, Travis gets to Circus Maximus in Italy, and he basically just performs the album in order, and nothing else really happens visually. He's just in the same location the whole time. There's not really a huge plot. There's not really any other characters besides Travis. Sheck West comes in, does his Fiend verse, which was nice. It was cool. Tizo Touchdown comes in and performs Modern Jam. So again, not really a movie. And I can get behind the beginning visuals. That's pretty cool. That's pretty interesting. But afterwards, it kind of just dragged on. And I get, you know, I've already heard the album, so maybe it's a bit different for me. He's just in Circus Maximus, though, kind of just playing the songs. And that's, to me, is kind of uninteresting. I don't think Travis should have called this a movie and marketed it as a movie, got all of his fans to buy and purchase tickets for the movie, just for him to drop it on YouTube a couple weeks later. To me, that seems like borderline shady. I'm sure diehard Travis fans won't agree with me, but I think most people will agree with me that it doesn't seem like the right thing to do, man. It seems like a cash grab. And again, if it was completely filled with visuals and just really interesting and there was maybe a plot or like a protagonist or just anything to make it actually feel like a movie and not visuals, then fine, whatever, you know, call it a movie, sell the tickets, put it on a streaming service. Another thing that I do want to point out is there are some pretty crazy like Nike advertisement placements in this thing. You know, Travis has this mouth guard in that scene I was talking about earlier, the whole scene, and he's kind of flexing it. And it's a cool mouth guard. It says, you know, Cactus Jack with the Nike logo. But I don't know, just kind of an obvious product placement. I can't really hate that. There's plenty of Nike, you know, placements all throughout the movie. There's the new Travis Scott shoes or whatever, which is fine. Definitely kind of takes away from the energy, but again, just makes this feel more like a cash grab than anything else. You know, and on top of that, some of the visuals don't really hit. The Del Resto visual in the beginning didn't really hit for me, where he's in the taxi driving around going crazy. Didn't really hit. And also just the fact that it almost feels like he ran out of ideas because some of the songs are literally repeated in the movie. Like Modern Jam comes in at about like the 27 mark and then comes back in at like the 38-minute mark. It's like, do I need to hear Modern Jam back to back that soon, you know? So it doesn't really, again, I wasn't super impressed by it. I like the idea though. I can appreciate the idea of using a movie as a rollout. What I think Travis should have done is, I think instead of making it a movie, a cash grab, and selling a bunch of tickets for it and showing it in theaters, I think he should have just kept the first part. And I mean, you know, you hear Till Further Notice in the beginning, then Hyena, I think, and then you hear Hyena again, right? He should have cut out everything from Circus Maximus, take all that, throw it out. And just the first 4 songs he played, he should have just kept that, would have been about like 15 minutes long. And he should have just put that on YouTube as part of the rollout so everyone could enjoy it. You could hear some of the songs, you know, maybe cut it down a bit so you don't hear the full song, you hear pieces of it. And I think that would have been much better as a rollout. Those are my initial thoughts on this whole thing, especially with it being on YouTube. Let me know what y'all think, comment down. Thank y'all for watching, man, and peace out.